it's fucking...
It's Kaneki.
Anime!
Oh!
Kaneki.
I got the musics mixed up.
Oh no, why did I run?
Bones?
Sorry, gotta go.
Gotta go fast.
Ah! Hi!
Is stream working again? Okay, good.
Nice.
I hope that person with the flashlight was able to get you.
They did it at his head. The back of his head, actually.
Oof.
God, I hate this map and I hate this killer.
You know...
Oh, yeah.
Oh.
Is she under pallet?
Hmm.
Shit!
I'm injured. By help.
Don't worry what me to do. Oh.
We're stacking
me.
underneath the pallet. We're stacking under... Nope, never mind.
You're
I
not
mean,
near
you could
me.
start by healing me. That'd be nice.
Where are you?
I'm upstairs because I know you were upstairs.
I am. Oh, hi.
How'd you get off hook?
The way I just ran past, I was like, oh hi.
How'd you get off hook?
They got me,
Oh, really? Like, Brat did?
like right in front of his face.
Huh.
There you are.
Brett was not being very Bratlet.
Bray 316.
What is that? What is a fidget spinner?
What?
What is a fidget spinner? Really do stuff mine?
Organs, if you think about it, hard enough.
Sometimes. Is Kaneki now good? Maybe.
Leave us just the fuck alone. I can't believe he still has.
Oh my god, he came back to Hook. What a fucking bastard.
Okay, we're good though.
Yeah, Jen like is somewhere in the courtyard. It's just like I keep losing it because it's so fucking dark. It's amongst one of the bushes.
Oh, hi.
About it.
I think it's interesting to see gender as like a mental health link.
Yeah. For me, it's just very simply due to my autism. I experience it very differently.
That makes a complete sense. I know I've heard
Yeah,
that. Sorry, go on.
No, I was gonna say, me and Silva are in the same boat. Like, most people, right? I've had so many people get confused on what I actually am, because they're like, are you a man? Are you a woman? You sound like if a man and a woman had a child, but that's all I know.
Yeah, that's sometimes how it works.
Sometimes that's how that goes.
Not always, but you know, on the rare occasion.
I love that. It's very funny. I did hear that like there's a big connection or overlap with like neurodivergent people and being like queer or trans.
Yeah.
Which I think is very interesting.
Yeah,
Oh,
people try to use that, by the way, and it's very annoying.
Ah,
Like,
how did he not see me? He just walked into where I was. I didn't realize.
no, you're supposed to stick it.
But yeah, no. So I relate to you in the sense of like, I don't. Right, my brain registers pronouns, but it's like you are an entity, and that's all you are. You don't have those. Smack on any label, and they'll fit.
I know. For me, it's just like the big thing is like I know people like tie a good deal of like value to it, and like
Yeah.
I respect that part. It's
Yeah.
just myself. It's like
Oh, what the fuck? Whoa, what the, what the fuck?
If you ask me, for my honest opinion, gender is nothing. You can live without it. In the wise words of Will Wood, at the end of I Me Myself, you can live without it, dude. Like,
oh,
you know,
don't have seen that. Please don't have seen.
Yeah,
that. Please
like-
don't have seen that. Holy fuck!
Gender only exists in a social
No, he saw me.
Gender is a social
category.
construct.
Yeah.
Yep.
I know a lot of people seem to like, obviously they confuse gender and sex, or like they conflate them and be like, oh, they're the same thing. But they're not.
You.
No.
You.
You two having fun up there?
We're fighting because I'm like, you got off the jet, you covered it, you bitch. I was doing so fine until you showed up.
Is it Dead Man's?
Yeah.
Good to know. Good to know.
I
nearly
dropped
got-
this.
I nearly got my my fucking gen done.
Hi.
He decided to hook you near me.
Run. I'll take it down, you leave.
He loves sticking around hooks.
Yeah, he does. He's on you, by the way.
Yep. Hi, Sylv. We're gonna run.
No.
Oh, thank you.
I
Thank you.
bought you time.
A split second.
Nope, never
Oh.
mind. He wants my ass for that.
Jesus. Oh, so you're getting
Oh,
tunneled.
I'm getting tunneled, yeah. To be fair, kind of a fair reason to chase me down. I got in his face.
This Tori is the bane of my existence. Because what do you mean you're pointing at me? She flashed at me on hook and like pointed. She was like, "You, Zog, why are you pointing at me? No, now
Zog?
you're banging at me, Zog, move out of my way."
Zorg.
Also,
You fat.
Sweaty, Peter's questioning you.
In which part?
Were you gonna say
You
the
sound
F
like a
slur
man
again?
And a woman had a child.
Oh yeah. So one of my friends in my Twitch chat who we've deemed Miss Lesbian, because it was a lesbian bubba we came across.
Right.
She said to me, if you asked me when we first met, I would have just said, you sound like if a man and a woman had a child, but that's about it. Because she couldn't tell what gender I was either.
Oh. So
Thank you.
fair enough. Also, I finally got like the context for why my brother said like, is that a fidget spinner? He heard me fiddling with a fidget toy I have.
Oh.
It's not a fidget spinner. It's something I got like with like my import stacks. It's a Kuromi orb. It has magnets in it and it spins. And I don't know what it is.
I feel
Orb.
anything magnet related, autism people love it. Speaking from experience.
You know, I just stick it like around my desk. And it's just like, it's fun to fiddle with. Because it's nice and round so you can roll it over your hand as you're fiddling.
Oh, there's so many jokes I could be making.
Hey, it's a fidget and it spins! Close enough! Fair enough.
I hear the Jan. Good stuff, good stuff. Are you sure, Sylv, do you not like 2v8?
Like it's
Oh.
fun.
Yeah.
I've been dragging
But
to play.
for survival, I prefer 1v4.
Yeah, that's
Partially
fair.
because I enjoy running my perks.
Mmm.
Sylv despises 2v8 medic. I love it. We have opposite problems.
Like in 2v8, I play Gen Jockey for a reason.
It makes sense. Especially because, like, you're not even guaranteed your role.
Yeah.
Yeah. Like, it's fun enough. And like, I get why it's a like consistent game mode.
Yeah.
It's just like, overall, I prefer 1v4.
It's not your bread and butter.
Yeah.
Yeah.
What do you think about it? Like, this can go for both of you. What do you think about it, like, possibly sticking around for good? I know some people have floated around, like, it might be, like, staying, being permanent.
Honestly, could be fun. My question is just like how they are going to maintain it.
Yeah.
Because it could be like similar to League and A round, where it's like a fun mode you go.
Unhook, please.
Where it's a fun mode.
I can give it a go.
Into. You just have to figure out a way downstairs first.
Yeah, I'm trying to... Ah.
You didn't even
Oh.
fall that far.
Behind you. Oh, you took a different route.
Yeah, I went a different way.
Yeah, I reassured them. That's why I was like, bye, unhook please.
You know.
Where was your gen, Sweaty?
Where I died.
Oh.
Literally in the main bit with next to the gate.
Oh, I assume this then.
Yes.
Yes.
You know. I
Well?
say you go for hatch. Actually.
Wait, Vi, get off.
Yeah?
Right in front of that, like around the gen. There's
Uh-huh.
a key. I don't know where I dropped it.
Oh! It was there
It's
for...
somewhere around
There
there.
it is.
Yeah.
Got it.
Thank you.
I hit it there because it blends in with the ground.
Oh, did she wiggle off?
She wiggled off earlier.
Okay.
Oh, no, she had DS. No, he dropped her earlier.
Okay, I have it
She
to...
also, she also has the S.
Yeah.
Okay.
DS is inactive.
Oh, okay.
She's juicing him upstairs, don't worry. Oh, you can see that, yeah.
Yeah. Oh, go on, Tori.
You keep winning with these stakeout points.
I'm glad Annie showed me it.
You know.
I don't think I get out, though.
I'm pretty sure he's gonna come to that door.
Just instantly, yeah.
Yeah, and he has the speed and...
Yeah, there it is.
And I'm injured, so I don't think I can really... Yeah. Yeah.
Get it open. Jesus, like it's one.
So close.
You know, as I was saying, like, I have a feeling 2v8's gonna like feel like similar to ARAP, kind of, where it's like an alternative mode that's a lot simpler.
Yeah. I would like that. Like a more
'Cause,
quick...
Like it's like I will say 2v8's really easy to pick up and put down.
Yeah, I agree.
Oh,
wait, the
I'm
bots are
watching you.
us.
Aww.
Thank you.
Jeez. Wait, who's streaming on TikTok?
Oh, no. Wait. Oh.
Did they mean to type TTV?
You were on me all this time? Yeah. Do you think the goal is on TikTok?
Mm-hmm.
Maybe.
Yes.
But, you know, like,
See, all these word answers is sending me.
Must be a man.
you know, like I will say, like as 2v8's a lot easier to pick up because it's like you don't have to think about builds, you don't have to think about what the other what the killer is playing because you can pretty easily tell after a while they're all really similar.
Yeah. I agree. I think it's nice for definitely newer players who might not know.
Yeah, and on top of that, like I find that those matches are a ton faster.
Yeah, 100%. And I think there's a lot less. At least I hope. I think there's a lot less like pressure to do well because it's like that's 2v8. If I die quick,
Yeah, whatever.
exactly.
You know,
Yeah.
That's why I compare it to ARAM, where it's also just like a really easy pick up put down thing.
Yeah. Yeah. Obviously in ARAM as well. Like, whenever people try to take it way too serious, I'm like, it's ARAM.
It's motherfucking ARAM. What are you doing? Though to be fair, you are talking to someone that cannot physically play ARAM purely because overstimulation. ARAM gives me a migraine. There's too many effects on the screen, and I can't keep track of anything.
I get it. Yeah.
I was gonna say I don't think I've ever gotten overstimulated once.
I did
Really?
earlier.
Oh, are you good?
Oh, it was because like it was before that Bubba game. I got raided by the local plague.
Oh hell yeah.
If you remember, I forgot who they were.
Yeah.
Freddy.
The Freddy, yeah.
So they raided me, and I was like, "Oh no!"
Wait, really?
Yeah,
Super sweet.
there was like a lot
How'd you
going on.
get-
Hi,
Gibby's here.
Gibby.
Mm-hmm.
I love
I
Gib.
ran straight. I ran headfirst into a wall. Bye.
Incredible.
Bye.
Uh-huh.
Where are you?
I'm he-
Bye. Where are you? Hi.
Hi.
Eat this. Eat that. Eat that up.
Oh,
Oh,
it's a death stinger.
E
And he's
E
walking straight at
E
us.
E. Did you just fucking take
What?
my masquerade?
Yeah, cause he's right there.
You gave me a. Oh, that's yeah.
I'm gonna go to main.
Whoa. Nah.
me and the yun on the side.
That's a
Oh, I fucked
nice
up your brand new
drip.
part.
What?
Listen.
How dare
Look,
you?
look, listen. Hey, listen. Hey, listen.
I don't feel bad.
Oh my god, trans lesbian, just like you.
Me too.
Nice.
Me too.
I know. Oh my god, twin, behind you, twin. Save me, twin.
Hi, Hey.
Well, hey.
No, you're not meant to bring him to me.
Well, I didn't realize he was still following me.
Wait, why are you
Past the killer.
I see.
Come
We're
here.
all having fun.
Oh, wait, hold on.
Welcome in, Gibby. How are you? It's lovely to see you. Hydrate.
I was gonna say, you
I
want to bleed
can.
out any
Poops!
more on the ground, or?
Boops. Hi. How are you? Holy shit! Welcome in.
Me.
Encoding.
I love how I'm
What?
like, oh, I'm taking the killer. Proceeds to run into all my
How are
bullets.
you,
You
Gibby?
know, that's
Welcome
probably
in.
why I ran Bond originally instead of reassurance. Not reassurance. Drama.
It's lovely to see you all. It's Daddy
You have
Gibbs.
to do that near the gen.
I don't think I would have given you that nickname, but you know, I can't argue with the
What's a bit of
people.
man breed, so.
How are you doing? Welcome in. Oh, that slinger slonger.
That slinger schlong. That
Oh.
schlonger.
Okay,
I mean, I guess
shallot.
you're into old men. Also, Sweaty, I kind of fucking love how it's turned into I see a hot man in my games, animes, whatever, and I just go, Sweaty will enjoy this.
Oh, nice
Oh, yeah.
shot.
Oh yeah.
Nice.
Then,
Listen, I could never hate men. I do, but that's besides the point.
Hating men is easy.
Hi, bye.
Hi.
Do you want it? That's not you. Never mind, I lied.
Oh well, I don't know what happened
Well,
there.
that's you.
Drink water. I can. Where's my water? Oh, hang on.
Not really.
I'll drink water in a second. My cups. Hang on,
Of
I
course
might
it's
knock into the
fuck-ass pain
mic.
res. Of course it's fuck-ass pain res.
I have
Of course he's
water.
on
Thank you,
me.
Poops.
I'll go for the save.
How are you doing? It's lovely to see you. Welcome in. Hang on.
Release me. Oh, you think I don't? Oh.
The water. I used to live in
I thought he was
Manchester,
on me still.
and the water fucking sucked. Hi.
Healing.
I would. The water fucking sucked in Manchester. Now water tastes good in my house.
You? Why would you go to Manchester?
I lived there. I hated it.
I know you do. Well, did.
God, I was there
You're
for like.
back in the fucking building again.
Fucking, I ran into a wall like a fool.
Vi, do you wanna get that next one, huh?
Nah.
Hi, Sil. Hi, Sil. You're getting alarmingly close.
I can't help it.
You were closer to the unhook.
Well, had I known that.
I didn't know that either. Boop,
Wait,
boop, boop.
wait, stop. Let me get it. Wait, stop. Wait, bye. I need value for my perks.
Quit fighting about the unhooks.
This poor.
Ladies, there's enough of the Yunjin to go around.
He's coming probably straight to you guys. No, he's going to the other corner.
Nah, he would never.
I was gonna say he's a girl's man.
Never. Minecraft.
Yes, I'm an honorary girly, guys.
Hmm.
Quinn does a live reaction to hearing that he's becoming a girly. He's here.
I'm well, thank you, Poops.
He's here.
I wasn't planning on streaming today. I don't usually
Today,
stream
and he's
weekends.
coming.
But it was my
Is it for me?
what the
Yep.
fuck did I just say? What word was that?
Good. Don't worry
It's
about
my
getting off,
Twitch stream
Oh,
anniversary.
I've got my
Don't,
sword.
don't worry about getting off.
And so I was like,
Hello.
okay, I'll do it.
Don't
Hi.
worry, Seth. I won't worry about getting off.
What? Not on not on live.
Oh, he left me. He knew I'd fuck him up.
You can't get off on live. That's against
Oh yeah,
TOS.
did you know you can actually joke? I did that to a Wesker and I tamed him. Yeah, not my proudest not. Moment.
Did you know you can
We're
joke it?
doing this right next to him. That man's pissed.
Thank you, Poops. Thank you. 2
Guys, I'm gonna
years
do that gen that I keep
on
getting
Twitch,
thrown
possibly
off of
longer.
because several people keep bringing the killer to it.
For me, actually, I do have on YouTube
If I can, unless I
one
can
of my
jump
earliest
in.
streams.
Whoops.
It was when I played Fallout New Vegas, and I
Oh,
was still
hi, Kit
friends
Whiskers.
with Brad at the
Oh, right,
time.
Sweaty's the one getting
Some of you might know Brad.
Hi,
I've spoken
Annie.
about Brad before.
Hello.
Hello.
Hi.
I'm beefing with the slinger right now.
I was gonna say the last thing I fucking hear before I join the VC from the stream is him going, "Hi, kitten whiskers." Let me sitting there going, "That better not be directed at me." I'm gonna tell you right now.
I'm being real. I didn't even realize you were here.
How long have you been
Literally.
here?
Not long,
She's-
literally like a couple seconds.
Oh.
Second, yeah.
It's like I had to check the
It's
stream
been a
to
while.
check whether or not I'd already missed my window.
Annie's
'Cause
here.
I got back home and
The
I was
drama
like,
there.
oh, missed
Bro.
it an hour later.
There,
Bro, he does not fuck
there's
with me.
quite a bit of drama.
Mwah.
This
I'd
does
have
not
a
fuck with
thank you
me.
for
Oh my
redeeming your
God.
daily Michael
for that
Smooch.
YouTube
He
vlog.
appreciates you taking the
No.
first step. He's shy. There's usually a text that says like what type of smooch, but it's not showing up right now. Hopefully it's some.
The YouTube
Oh.
just was like, heal me, bitch.
Yeah, there's a bit of drama.
I'm gonna be honest.
It
this
was an
definitely
old
does not
friendship.
fuck with me.
We were friends for about
I honestly
6 years.
Just maybe
Nice.
the
I
death
pissed
slinger
him.
might not fuck with Sweaty.
And then a lot of drama
Don't know
happened.
what's telling me that though. Could be
I
the
don't
fourth time
know.
that he said it, but that's just me.
Listen,
know
I
that.
need-
God,
I
there's
need
so
to
much,
announce it to the
so many
world, right?
voices.
You need to make sure you're heard.
Oh, yeah.
You need to make sure that everyone knows
Annie,
you have a day one hater.
Me and Gibbs have for ages.
Hey, hi,
We've been
I'm in
stopped
Shack if you wish to join me on
gooning. Oh, Shaq.
Yeah.
Oh my
Annie.
God, this bum ass Yunjin is brought to me.
Annie Spy said, Annie in all caps. You are beloved.
You got one
There
from my
you
chat
go.
as well.
I-
It's,
I-
however, it is Annie jump scare.
Yeah.
A whoop, a white woman jump scare.
Annie jumps like
Between Annie
Foxy.
in all caps from Spy, Annie jump scare from Chili, and the incident where Sweaty accidentally called me
Hi.
Annihilation. I don't know which one's my favorite.
Complete and total
Your Honor, that was
annihilation.
an honest mistake.
It was. There are no mistakes.
I'm
No, yeah, it's
happy
intentional. Fuck
to actually
that.
talk about the drama.
You stick on this, I'll go get sweaty.
have more
I don't know how
points
the sounds are.
Wait, no, I don't.
I don't know if, like,
I have to put them into V. I forgot. I
These
have to- I
lot
have
speaking
the
is like
squishy.
too much
I just felt the. I know. Sorry to interrupt you real quick, but I just felt the biggest crack
for me
in my
to talk
knee.
about drama.
Get the fuck off me.
You're gonna say you found the biggest crack in your
Is volume
ass.
okay? I'll happily.
No.
I
No
might have
man
to
can
just
say
like
yeah.
Damn bitch.
keep some names
Yeah, no,
How
no
deep
man.
to
that
maybe
crack
code
go?
names. I don't know.
What the fuck are you hiding in that cave?
Is he coming straight up?
Listen.
Oh,
Why
he's
would you say it like that? I don't want a piece.
he fucking saw me.
Get away from me.
Oh,
My
Just
that was a
because
nice
you're
shot.
straight all of a sudden.
Ah, shit.
No,
Ah,
Sweaty
this
had a
is
dream where he's trans. So
Yeah, Annie heard about
That's
this.
true. This is true, actually. I
Hi, where
forgot.
are
It's
you?
actually.
I'm
over
at the
now.
other door.
That's my bad.
Darn.
I was gonna say Annie was a part of the group that heard it straight from the source originally.
Right.
I think I'm here.
Heard it, though. He was was talking about his dream.
Oh.
Yeah, I had a dream where I was straight. And I was like, so how did you know you were straight in this dream? And he was like, I kissed a girl. And I'm like,
Fuck.
so bi erasure is crazy.
I was nearly.
Bi erasure.
Self-bi-erasure.
I'm not being the allegations that Annie was like. It's what
But
he's
he's
about
like,
facilitate.
I'm bi, but I kissed
He's
a girl,
looking at me.
therefore
Yeah,
I'm
he's
straight.
like-
And I'm like, are you okay?
Come on, Bookie.
Volume
Oh,
good.
nice
Oh, hang on.
maze. Come on, Kitten Whiskers, this way. Come on. Come on. You fuck with me. Come on.
Oh, oh,
You're straight
oh.
up.
Get
I'm paying
by.
attention.
Get by. I'm fucking with it.
Oh.
I ran that
So-
wrong. I'm so sorry.
No,
I
no.
love that for you. The way you just went run and then threw by.
Right?
I did not mean to.
Good giggle, Abby.
I think, yeah, I think the
Oh,
only
yeah.
best way is if he just hooks me, but he won't.
Oh yeah, Annie. We had a Nia doing a 5-gen chase earlier.
Tell Annie about the bubba.
Oh yeah,
Oh,
we had a-
fucking that bump.
I'll crawl towards the
He
exit
came
gate,
into chat to beef with us
Oh, yeah.
actively.
Good.
because otherwise he'll have to
I
hook
hope
me.
you ate him.
We did.
I was gonna say, I would be severely disappointed in the lot of you if you can't uphold your own battles in chat.
Darling!
I was even trying to, like, be the benefit of the doubt. Oh, fuck's sake. Of, like, oh, maybe it's just, like, a bad game. Like, I didn't see the BM.
You know,
Personally.
Crawl to the gate, crawl
Yeah.
to the gate, crawl to the gate, love.
But then, like, he even starts saying, like, you were all a bad team. And I'm like, okay. I was defending
Fuck
you.
I was gonna say, not you sitting there being like, so if we're bad, yet we escaped at the same time, what does that mean?
Oh, no, we all died.
Oh, okay,
Yeah.
never mind.
We all died at
Because he
5
was
gens.
camping and stuff like that.
I was gonna say, then why the fuck he mad?
And he was, like, WSing
Oh,
us and
shit.
stuff.
Do you reckon he's ashamed of the fact that that was very skinny
No.
of you, by the way? So I saw that curve to the left at the very least that whiffed the first time.
Oh, maybe I get out, though.
Run, my run!
Oh,
Sway, I believe in you.
Listen, I played it stupid.
He can only get one of yous.
Evidently.
You crawl.
Listen, we got her out, Mr. President.
Fish, fish
I'm-
fingers and custard.
Go,
isn't
go,
he?
go.
No, he's a greedy fuck. He's holding us both here.
Oh, no.
Is he trying to hold the TTVs hostage?
Me.
Wait, let me go. Go, Sylv.
I don't think
Go,
you're actually
Sylv.
with you, right?
The thing is, if he grabs me,
Leave,
he stuns,
leave.
he stuns, he stuns. He
Yeah.
stuns.
Oh.
He stuns.
Oh,
Make it,
yeah.
make it, surely.
Leave.
Oh, brilliant.
Take your 2K, Mr. Man. Oh, he's...
Fuck.
What? What happened?
Don't you have
No, sorry, I was,
No.
Ah,
someone
see
redeemed
conviction,
something.
man?
I'm a dramaturgy.
Actually, it reminds me actually to tell the
He's on
drama, the
House.
tea.
You know, I'm just sitting here like, what the fuck was that end game?
Right, I'm gonna.
Because Vi, I need
GG,
you to
well
know,
played.
I was like hoping he'd pick you up because I got a flashlight from
Great
Drama
name.
near the end of it.
Yeah. it
Oh,
seems-
left.
I don't know.
Right,
why
I've
it
turned them
seems to
down
do
on my
anything, though.
ears. So that's what that does. If you do exclamation balls, I think that's my favorite one. I like exclamation balls.
Also, I love how
Just
crowd.
gone to Vi's dream
Yeah,
and
I was
I've
gonna
noticed
say-
how tiny Sylvan's weight is on Vi's shoulders.
Check your
and my
balls.
massive bird ass.
Vi, can you hear us?
Yeah, I can hear
I need you to make Annie smaller and put her behind your head.
you. Behind my head. Why?
Yeah, so she's kind of like peeking out, being like, "I'm watching you, Wazowski. Always watching."
Like, like that?
Scientists were able to mimic
I was gonna
Nessiamu's
say, what
voice by recreating his mouth and vocal cords with a
Not a
3D
single one of us
printer.
is locked
It
in.
allowed them to
I
produce
forgot
a
this
single
was a
sound.
You know, that Bubba was ridiculous. By
Ah!
the way. Just instant slagging off in chat. It's like,
I forgot about that.
back off.
It got to a point where Vi had to like. deaden
DBD
and tell
is
me, "Shut the
miserable.
fuck up."
Yeah,
I
especially-
did.
Specifically because he brought an alt.
Ew.
Yeah, and he was like, "Oh, my uncle's
The
coming."
balls hard.
And,
Ew.
Check your
oh, he
balls.
said, "Oh, my uncle's coming." And then the Bubba's main account came in.
Oh,
Ew.
Yikes.
God. There's exclamation pipe, but
Where's
it's
my
fucking loud.
thingy?
Oh, Annie, would
That's
you
just.
believe me
I
if
think
told you I
Nuka
got
has that as a
paid?
redeem, but I have it just as a
Would you what you
an
just said to me
exclamation.
is, would
Oh
you
God.
believe me if
Yeah.
Ow.
would you believe me if I just had a day?
Like, so-
Oh, that's so loud.
Listen,
Okay, would you
he
believe me if I was paying my ass?
no, cause he BM'd, right. He was
Hang on a
teabagging me on
second.
the ground while carrying someone.
Yeah.
I'm just gonna deafen real
then-
quick. You continue.
Fair enough. So
Right, there we go. Just so I can like say some of the beef, the drama. I'm a bit of a masochist, but damn, DBD's too much for me. Yeah, DBD is like, I think I tweeted it or put it on Blue Sky ages ago. I was like, I played League of Legends to like chill out after Dead by Daylight games. I was like, fuck, this game is testing my patience. I'm having more fun and less toxic encounters on League of Legends. And like that's known for its toxicity. Yeah, I don't know what's up with DBD these days. The T. So, back in college, I met a friend called Brad. I've already said their name. Dead by dildo. it got held. Dead by dildo. I want that to be like, oh, it could be shaped like a totem. It's a hex totem, but it's a dildo. Spring trap, spring boy. So in college, I met a friend called Brad, and I've said their name before. And so I feel like I should, maybe I should stop saying their name. It's fine, it's such a generic name. They never watch my streams. So Brad, me and them were like best friends for 6 years. We had we had 6 years of friendship. And we were actually like so close that I, for a bit, thought I was like in. Shit. To the point where I actually thought I was kind of in love with Brad. We had that sort of like friendship. And so. Oh. Okay. So yeah, it was like intense as a relationship. You know, whether that be good or bad though. Because I think looking back on it, I think that's not a great sign. If like, sorry, hang on, I'm concentrating. I don't know what the fuck I'm talking about. Oh, nice, nicely done, nicely done. So 6 years, we're friends for 6 years. After about 4 years ish, I met my now ex, who I introduced to the friend group because she didn't have. It's always a guy called Brad. Fuck off, dildo. So, what was I saying? Yes. So after about 4 years of the friendship, cut back to Tilly. I said her name. It's fine. Pretend you didn't hear that. I met my ex, my now ex, and she was. she had a lot of health problems and was undiagnosed. Alright, I tried. I freaking tried. Oh, Sweaty, get off though! She had a lot of mental health problems that weren't diagnosed, and obviously there's nothing wrong with that. I didn't really understand what any of it was though. Like when we first met up, she said to me that that they think they had is it BPD, bipolar disorder? Oh shit. My sound wasn't on, so I didn't hear that. And at the time, I thought that was just a different way of saying depression. Because I was like 18. I just turned 18 that year. So, so his bitch is named after flowers. You're so right. Fuck. This game isn't going well. But that's fine, because it's story time. So, she had a lot of mental health issues that I thought was... I think ages is important as well. I just turned 18 that year. It was my first year at uni. Like, I just started uni. And she was about... I want to say 20? 21? And she was in like a second year of uni, something like that. So she said she had BPD. It was undiagnosed. She wasn't getting any help for it. How old was she? She was like 20, 21. She was 2 or 3 years older than I was. I think that's important to the story. Bipolar and BPD are different shit. Then I'm pretty sure BPD. I think she said she had BPD. So I'm not sure what that initial stands for. I thought it was bipolar disorder, so I'm not sure, sorry. Oh. What was I saying? Oh right, yes, so. Okay. Why am I the chosen one? So, sorry, I'm getting distracted. Oh, fucking hell. So a lot of the issues started when I introduced to, oh, I nearly said a name again. I shouldn't. I introduced them to my friend group because they didn't have any friends. Not really. I introduced them to my friend group. I even bought them like a cheap PC. It was on like £200, but I had it from like university like funds. You know when they send you money. So I used it to buy her like a cheap PC, so that she could play games with me and my friends. We were dating a few months, and I realized she had such. This is important to the story, by the way. I wouldn't say this otherwise because it's not my mental health, but it's valid to the story. After a couple of months of the relationship, she once on a few occasions, borderline personality disorder. I think yes, that sounds yes. Thank you, Poops. So after a few months of dating, once or twice she had there was this thing, where every now and then, at like 3 a.m. or something, 4 a.m., I'd wake up to them getting dressed. I'd ask like what she's doing. They would say either going for a walk or going to something that I can't say on Twitch, I don't think. Oof. End things, you know. I laugh, but it's not a joking matter. This is our first gen, by the way. So, at the time, obviously I regret it now because I've learned since then. But at the time, I was so lost to what to do. because obviously this person I just met, dating a few months, is going through this. And what I would do is I'd stand in front of the door to be like, no, don't leave. The way the door worked at my dorm was it locked from the inside. On the outside was just a key. So even if I were to say, not let her out, say lock the door and stuff, she could get out. So the only options I had were like kind of stand at the door and then hope she doesn't get out. And then at some point it would escalate to the point where I was, and again I'm not proud of this, where I was kind of like pinning her down until she would calm down to come to bed. Like I said, I don't look back on it with like, yeah, that was the right thing to do, because it wasn't. There was definitely better options I could have done. But at the time, it was either let her leave, or maybe, right, if I were to do it now, I would be like, maybe go for a walk with them. Like, maybe be with them. You know, hindsight is 20/20, I guess. The important thing is I've learned now, right? That's like one. This is important to the to the big story. I mean, you were a kid. I was. Yeah, I was. I got fresh 18. It was all new to me, very new. But I'm taking responsibility of what happened. You know, it wasn't good, but it happened. Oh shit, Jesus. So sorry, big fucking ramble. It's all important to the story of why this happened with Brad. It was, we were friends for so long, and when we broke up, when me and Tilly broke up, I said her name again. It's fine. It's fine, whatever. When we broke up, she started telling the group of friends that I like abused them, and she would use that story, that one I just said, as a thing, being like, oh, you left bruises on my wrist, you would pin me down, but they would never say why I pinned her down. And when I said that, I was like, you're not telling them why. She'd say, context doesn't matter. I think it very, very much matters. And so, like, you know, I understand why they did it. They all kicked me out of the friend group. And Brad was one of those where they knew why I did it, but they also didn't want to, like... Hang up. But they also, like, they were kind of like a fence setter. They knew why I pinned them down, but they didn't want to say. You know? Like, they didn't, like, tell the others. That was good. That was good. And for, like, a year after we broke up, they were friends with me and the group chat. And so this group, they kept asking Brad, like, why are you still friends with Vi? Like, Vi abused this person. And I was like, because looking back on it, I'm like, I agree, even though they were wrong about me being abusive, I agree with the idea of, like, at least they did something. They kicked me out. They stopped talking to me. I get it, you know? Brad didn't. Brad kept talking to both of us. Pyramid Daddy. So, at one point, when I met my new partner, who I'm with now, I said to Brad, I said, like, look, I want to move on from that time in my life. I want to heal and be better. I can't do that because you're friends with that group, and it feels like I'm still with that group. So it feels like I can't move on, like, and heal. So I said to Brad, like, you can either come with me, or I'm just gonna have to say goodbye to you now. they said that apparently the group already gave them an ultimatum, but the difference is I followed through with it. You know, like I said, fine, you know what? Because they even kept saying, like, if who I'm friends with is more important to you than our friendship, I was like, don't guilt trip me. I was like, this is why. If you can't see that, then I'm leaving for my mental health, not because of anything you've done. And yeah, I just I left. And it was one of those things of, for a long time I didn't know what to do with that, because I never went through like a friendship breakup just like that before. But over time I've come to realize, like, I think Brad is just, I don't want to kind of be, I don't want to be friends with centrists anymore, you know? Like, there's a lot more to the story of with me and my ex that I could go into, but obviously I don't want to, like, I don't want to yap everyone's ear off. But like, there was a lot more stuff that happened in the relationship that weren't good for both of us. Like, I wasn't a great partner, neither was she. But at the end of the day, you know, that's a gist of the tea. Sorry for the big yap, centrist Brad. Yeah, honestly, I feel like telling you were abused and giving the context is a real shitty thing to do. Especially because, like, you know, I come from a family where my parents or my dad abused my mum, and so like it was a real kicker, like getting called that after like I've seen it firsthand and like what it does to a family as well. And yeah, you know, getting accused of that. I understand she had mental health issues. What you did was definitely not okay, but we didn't know what it was. Yeah, like that's what I said. Like, I'm more than happy to accept what I did was wrong. I know that, you know? I'm not silly. I went to therapy during the relationship and after the relationship, because I knew I want to work on whatever was wrong with me. If I was abusive, I want to work on that, you know? I wanted to get on everything to be like, I want to make sure I'm okay, that I'm not gonna hurt people going forward, or, you know, stuff like that. Spill. Okay, so there's a bunch of things that happened that she would bring up that have a lot of context behind them, but again, she would never tell the context. For example, we started dating in about October of like 2019-ish. And if you recall, something happened in like January, March of 2020. Something big happened around the world. And I kid you not, this was so within the first few months of dating, in December of 2019, she got pregnant. And at first we were like, oh, we'll get an abortion, blah blah. But then she said, I don't know, having the idea of keeping it is kind of fun. And then that's what made me think, yeah, I think you're right, let's keep it. I'm glad that what happened. I'm sorry that people had to feel pain, though. Is in January she had a miscarriage, and it's not fun that she went through that. It's still painful. But it happened. It's a wild fucking fact, by the way, to tell people that, like, at 18 I could have been a father or a parent. Another fun fact. This is another story for another day. I was engaged in college. Trickster! Oh! I'm telling a story here. So, miscarriage happened in January of like 2020. I think this was like when the first lockdown happened. I don't remember whenabouts that happened. But just after the first lockdown ended, this was after the miscarriage, she had suggested that we kind of like do an open relationship thing or something. She was like, oh, let's try maybe if like, I think she said like a threesome. And I know now that I'm like asexual. Like I don't really care for sex. But she was very like hyper sexual, you know? Do let me know if I'm boring anyone. I don't want to yap everyone's ear off. So we try it. We meet someone. Their name was Alice. I think I can say their name. They're going to be important to the story. What happened was, we went out with Alice. That night, my ex, we were dancing a lot. Where's the fucking... Oh, there it is. We were dancing a lot. We had a few drinks. Hi. We had a few drinks. This is fun, go spill. Happily you will. And we had a nice night. Manchester is fun. Went to Gay Village, stuff like that. And afterwards, this was like during, like, we were planning on going home. Oh, it was the last dance of the night-ish. I said to... I feel like I shouldn't say her name. Fuck it. I mean, who cares? So I say to Tilly, I say, hey, because Alice had gone to the bathroom at this point. I say to Tilly, should we bring her home? Or like to Tilly's place. Tilly, unfortunately for me, like I didn't pick up on this. I was very bad at like non-social cues of like, I asked you, should we invite her home? Tilly responded with, yeah, maybe. I took that as a yes. So what I did is I invited Alice to Tilly's place to come home with both of us. Looking back on it, that was Tilly saying no, but didn't want to say no. And again, looking back on it, hindsight's 2020. I know that now. But what happened was, we went to Tilly's place. Alice went to the bathroom. Tilly said to me, I didn't want her here. I was like, I'm sorry, I didn't know. And Tilly was like, okay, nothing's going to happen tonight. I was like, yep, that's fine. That's chill. Okay, cool. So we all slept in the same bed. It was a big bed. It was Tilly near the wall, me in the middle, Alice on the edge of the bed. Me and Alice were bonding. We were like connecting on stuff because we were both like fans of The Office. This might get a bit too TMI. I don't know what Twitch will allow. I forgot he had that. At some point, Alice is kind of holding my hand, and then, how do I put it? Guides my hand to her area, as it were. I quickly have to think like, okay, I'm like, what do I do? Because I'm like, in my head, I'm thinking like, oh, she's owed something. Because I'm like, oh, she came out all this way. Like, should I do this? You know? And so I do things. I'm trying to keep it as PG as possible. I do things to the point where she finishes. You with me? You following? And then she gets up and leaves. As soon as she leaves, I tell Tilly what happened. I'm like, this happened. And Tilly, I think understandably, gets upset. And she's like, I can't believe you cheated on me in my bed with me there. And for a long time, I agreed that's what I did. I say it like that because, funnily, a lot of therapists told me that I didn't cheat or didn't necessarily cheat. Oh shit! I know I speak about it to my partner, where it's like, we don't think I might have cheated that then, but we can agree that obviously, trust was broken. So it might not be seen as cheating, depending on who you ask or who you look at. I'm fine with calling it cheating because I want to own up to what I did. But that happened. So that started off like a rocky path starter. To be fair, Tilly did want some reformation. I mean, you weren't really good at social cues. Yeah, that's what I mean. There's context behind it of like, even if we want to call it cheating, there's context of how it got to that point. Tilly would tell, like, she even told her parents that I cheated on Tilly, but obviously didn't tell them the context of the open relationship or the threesome or blah, 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 which I understand. You don't want to tell your parents that's what was happening. But I don't think it's fair to then be like, oh, mum, dad, Vi cheated on me. And then, it's always the one that's who I do is to do poly shit who gets mad. Yeah. Funnily, it wasn't until like a year later she even asks me like, because I think I offhandedly say like, oh, I didn't get anything out of doing that. And Tilly goes, what do you mean? And so what Tilly thinks then... Whoa, I'm not in the game, that's why. I was like, why am I not moving? Why are you up my ass? So, what was I saying? Sorry, hang on. So, yes, so obviously she's telling her parents like I cheated. There's not a lot of context there to be like, I understand you don't want to tell your parents like, oh, I was wanting a threesome. It's not something you discuss with family. But I also wouldn't open with, Vi cheated on me. There we go. So it was a very awkward conversation because we stayed together. And I kind of had to explain to the family, like, yeah, I cheated on Tilly, but I still love her. It was really weird. Now, that's a shit thing to do, leaving an important context. Yeah, it was... God, it was, interesting. It's fine. It's story time. So. Hang on. So moving on from that. From the, I've got Hook's Day left. Shit. I'm in the VC, but I'm not listening. So, after that, a few months go by. We're in a kind of rocky relationship, and Tilly actually moves in with me at this point, or into the same dorm. It was 3 people per dorm, and like per flat sort of thing. It was in the building, so it was me and Tilly in separate rooms in the same flat, and there was a third person. What then happened was I got a kind of taste of how to put it. So what I fell into this idea that because we were in a relationship, I had to like I had that sense of because bursary wise, for like university, if some of you know, bursary wise, I was on the full amount. And what that meant was Tilly was not, because Tilly was from like a well-off family. This girl sounds like bad news. A little bit. A little bit. So what I would do is, because Tilly could barely afford their rent, I said I would pay for food. So I was paying, and just to give you all a scheme of a little idea of money-wise, I had just over about £1,000 to see me for 3 months until my next payment for my university degree. And what happened was turns out barely not enough to cover one person, a lot of my family told me. So I was feeding both of us for 3 months on just over £1,000. And Tilly also had a thing for takeaways. Tilly likes getting like Chinese takeaway. That's also going to come up later on. No. No. So that's going to come up. When I would run out of money, Tilly would then use her parents to get like Tesco click and collect. But Tilly didn't want their parents knowing that they were feeding me as well. So what would happen is Tilly would get barely enough for 2 people for a week. And that was a stressful time of my life, was uni. I think understandably, right? So, what happened was, after a week had passed and we ran out of food, because obviously, Tilly would then ask her grandma for about £5, knowing that she would send like 50 quid. Then what would happen is Tilly would then use about 30 quid of that money to then buy a Chinese takeaway. And then we'd have £20 to feed both of us for a week. You see what's happening? We even got in a big fight where I asked, like, hey, instead of Chinese, could we get something cheaper, like, a pizza thing if you're dead set on a takeaway? And Tilly was like, I want Chinese, and it's my money, so I'm going to do what I want. And I was just like, oh, okay. Okay, well, I tried, So that was a big shitty period of my life. It felt like even when I wanted to, I did think about leaving the relationship, but it was at a point where, 1, I was worried about her mental health. 2, I was at a point where it was, if I broke up when I had money, she would be financially unstable. But then if I broke up when I didn't have money, I would be financially unstable. So it was a really bad, like, double-ended sword, Rich girl being a dipshit with money. Yeah, 3 months is nothing. Like, just over £1,000. Like, at best, I think it was like £1,070 for 3 months. Like, it was not a lot. I've been somewhat neutral with Tilly because of her mental health. I'm sorry if I... Yeah, I, to this day, I still make excuses for her, to be fair. Oh, it's Oni. I can't tell them that. No, it's night. Sorry, it's night. If anyone's in their chat, they can say. They'll probably know soon enough. Yeah, to this day, I still make excuses for her. But, so in that time period as well, I had to get a job. And because I was working, because I had to feed 2 people, she didn't have a job, which is fine, you know, I guess. But it was like a sense of, she didn't have a job. She wasn't going to her uni classes because she was gonna drop out. Spoilers, she drops out at some point. But she was like not going to uni classes. She didn't have a job. Sometimes I would come home from work. Like, I was working like 40 hours a week at Subway, and I hated it. This was me being a part-time employee, by the way, because I was doing uni, and I was in my 2nd year. And what happened was, I had fucked up a deadline for uni, so I failed. I failed the whole module, which meant I couldn't advance to year 3. And I didn't know this because I was too busy working and like trying to feed us both, and like sometimes coming from a long day of work, and like Tilly would just be either asleep still after my like 8-hour shift, or would like be sat naked at my computer playing League of Legends with my friends. And, you know, again, so mental health, it's definitely an issue. I think definitely needs to be taught a lot more in maybe high schools. You go. I think it definitely needs to be taught a lot more in high schools, because I think people should maybe understand the gravitas of it a bit more, because I definitely didn't. I didn't understand how bad it could be. Like, Tilly's room was always a mess. Mine wasn't, Tilly's was. Until Tilly was in my room, then yes, it was. Because what Tilly would do is obviously put a lot of... She'd have like a lot of rubbish on the ground, like so much that you couldn't see the floor. Like, it was that bad. Did I get it? Okay. Like, you couldn't see the floor in her flat. You can only see mine because I kept up with the cleaning. Oh! Okay. I kept up with the cleaning in my flat. So, it was so bad that we even got notices from the building where they would do, like, checks, like room checks, where they said they were going to have to kick us out if the mess wasn't sorted. So it was really bad. And every time I tried to clean her room for her, she'd get upset because she doesn't like people touching her things or rearranging her stuff. Which I get. I understand. I would do that. Gonna get some food, BRB? Of course, Spy, of course. I have a lot of the same issues as this girl. I have very little compassion for this kind of behaviour. I'm glad you understand then, because I do tend to make excuses for her a lot. Do we get this heal off? Yeah, but was it worth it? No. So, sorry, where was I? Mental health. So, we're getting notices being like, we'll have to kick you out if you don't get better, like if you don't clean your rooms. I was stressed. I had work. I couldn't feed. Hi. I was stressed because I was working like 40 hours a week. I wasn't sure. All my friends were getting classes, like rotas, and I was like, not. So that stressed me out. I was feeding 2 people. I barely had any money, to the point where I'm currently in debt to Nationwide because I took out like student like overdrafts to be able to feed us. So I ended up getting about £3,000 in debt because I want to feed us both. Because, you know, hot take, food is good. You need food to live. There was even days. Oh, what the fuck? There was even days where, like, she would even, when she did Tesco click and collect, there was little things where she would get blueberry muffins. I said I don't like blueberry muffins because you get chocolate. And she was like, no, I want blueberry. Little things that made me feel like I wasn't cared for. Like, like she didn't give a fuck about me. Cut to... Hi. Sweaty, he's coming up. He'll be on his way. Sweaty, run. Run, 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 run. Go, 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 go. Yeah, I'll heal you here. So cut to a bit later. At this point, I figured out I'm trans. And that's more shit to deal with. You know? Figuring out you're trans. Working because you can't afford food. And then the other person's not trying. Eviction warnings. Shit like that. So much stuff building up, right? The more you talk, the more I hate this one. Funnily, Annie, the one of them who's in the chat with me now, she says to me, like, they've never met Tilly or Brad, but she hates both of them so much. So cut to a little bit later. Hi, Night. Thank you. Cut to a little bit later. Tilly's dropped out. She's moved out of the flat, so now I'm on my own. And obviously this poses a big thing of me, of now I don't have Tilly's money to feed myself, right? So that's a big thing. You know, it's a big issue for me, not for Tilly. And guess what? Because of these debts, I had to, like, or because of that year I missed from uni, I got a message from the people who do... Hi. How are you? Just gonna... Well, that's a bit rude. So cut to a little bit later, because I couldn't do my second year, turns out I had to repeat a year. Hi, welcome to Burger King. Sorry. So, because of this, I get a message from the people who do, you know, the bursaries for university students. They tell me that I owe them money because I didn't do my second year or something like that, or I didn't do my third year. So they're like, oh, we sent you money that you shouldn't have had. So I'm emailing my university tutors. Turns out because I failed that one module, I had to redo third year, but I didn't know this because I had a lot going on. So, I had to redo second year rather. So now, I wasn't in class with my friends. Because they were already in their third year, they were going to graduate in a few months. And now I've got this government being like, you owe us money because you shouldn't have received that money. What I do is I have to pretty much say, I'll half my money that I get, I think the next payment, I'll half that to pay off the other one. And then I just have less money the following payment. Which, you know, I was already getting a lot less than I was. Oh. No. So, at this point in my life, I was living on like £10 a week or something like that just to be able to survive. And it was hell. I hated it. I was in like, and my parents, they don't work. Both of them don't work, so there's no money. So I can't ask my parents for money. You know, I'm fucked, essentially. And Tilly doesn't really help. And what happens is I can't pay my rent because obviously the government thing being like, you owe us money, so I can't pay rent. So I owe them about £400, right, of rent. Whoa! And what happens is I'm having panic attacks like every day. Sylph. So I'm having panic attacks like every day because like I'm stressing. I'm gonna get evicted. They're threatening me. They've already cut off my Wi-Fi. And that makes things more stressful. You know, surprisingly. Not having Wi-Fi means like I can't check on my uni work. I can't do this, that, and the other. And it wasn't until Brad, and I'm very thankful for Brad for this, even though Brad was a bit of a dick later on. Brad sent me, like, because Brad had a job, Brad sent me for the rest of the money to get my bills paid so that I could get Wi-Fi again, so that I could at least play games with my friends to ease the shit, you know, that I was going through. So I managed to get Wi-Fi back on, which was like incredible. I'm very grateful that they could do that for me. And then Tilly, I think, did end up sending me like 50 quid to get unlimited data for the month or something. So you know, I appreciate she did something, even if I was in the predicament kind of because of her. Where's the Jen? So, remember how I mentioned I was trans and stuff, or I just figured that out about myself? There was a day where what was dubbed the second time I cheated on Tilly. It was... No, this one. A lot of consensus is it was cheating, but... like gray area of like it wasn't the normal cheating, but it was you know. So what that means was one day I was at home, I was in call with my friends and Tilly was there, and I mentioned that I think I'm at a time in my transition that it feels like I pass as an ugly cis woman. And that's not... I don't believe in saying that shit now. Because that's rude, you know? One, no one's ugly. But two, it's just kind of rude to look at things like that. To be like an ugly cis woman, you know? It's rude. But it was what I was going through as a trans person, to be like, oh, no, I feel this. Tilly responds with like, yeah, I could see that. And like... that destroyed me. Like, my own partner being like, yeah, I could see you as an ugly woman. I'm sure that's not what she meant, but that fucking hurt, you know? So... oh, was I injured? Yeah, and it can get hatch. Tilly, what the fuck? Yeah. So... what ended up happening was, obviously I was broken, and that night I was on like Reddit. A little backstory is me and Tilly... oh, fucking hell.
Oh my god.
Uncle John, thank you for the, thank you for the follow. You caught me off in a bit of a story. It's kind of story time right now. But thank you for the follow. You're more than welcome to join. You're jumping in a bit later in the story, but you're more than welcome to stick along. So that night, a bit of context is